Hightower, and you're watching Under the Influence.
Give it up, give it up!
I think my favorite thing that comes with dancing is the performance aspect of it. I started dancing when I was really young, so I've been performing pretty much all my life. And no matter what, I always get nervous. My favorite thing about being on stage is the energy that I get from the crowd and, you know, the adrenaline that I have. You know, those moments are where I feel the most alive in a way. I said this in an earlier episode where I talked about kind of when I'm performing, I can be a different person, and that's something that I really like to play up on. I love to be, you know, really happy-go-lucky, or, you know, sassy and girly, or, you know, super intense and hood. I love what comes with, you know, performing. It's the preparation before you go on, being backstage, maybe, you know, just hanging around with friends, getting super hyped before the show, practicing, even being a little bit nervous, because when you go on stage, it's kind of like your moment to just let it all out. It's kind of the thing that you've been preparing for throughout the whole day. You know, being on stage feels so amazing, but even afterwards, I'm usually like, what did I just do? That was weird, that wasn't good, but usually it was all right. And it's kind of, even that is kind of this funny, weird thing, but I like it. And it's all a part of that performance, it's all a part of that moment. Also, just watching people's live performances really inspires me in the way that I perform. Watching artists that I really like, you know, from what they wear to their stage presence, how they move, and how they just get lost in the moment and almost take you where they are, you know, make you feel out of kind of wherever you are and really focusing in on what they're doing and feeling what they're doing. Stuff like that really inspires me. Everyone has a different experience with every performance that they do. I remember my first performance, I ran off stage immediately before I even did anything. But even with that, being nervous every time before I go on, it kind of helps me on stage because it adds this adrenaline, this energy, and also it fuels me to dance harder, you know, perform, and the energy that I get from the crowd as well really helps with my nervousness. But usually when I'm on stage, it all just kind of slowly goes away. I really want to know what your thoughts are on performing, and it could be on a huge stage or a much smaller scale, whether you're battling in a cypher or, you know, you're just in class, but it's the moment where, you know, it's your time to kind of really go off. I'd love to hear how you guys prepare yourself for that moment and kind of what you feel when you're in that moment. I want to know what it's like beforehand, when you're nervous or not nervous, or when you're on stage, if you mess up, do you hate it? I'd love to learn from you guys, and you guys even learn stuff from my experiences, and we can kind of take something for ourselves for when we perform again. So leave it in the comments.